This video is if you have a Bissell Powerfresh Slim or any similar steam vac with a reservoir that you can see. Ours had been sitting for 2 years. Before that, it was used 4 years in very minerally laden Arizona water. So my wife came by and said, hey, this thing is just making the knocking sound. So what I discovered was this little guy, which is this little tube is where the water goes into the pump, and attached to it is this little weight. All it is just a little weight so that it draws the water. So when this is inserted back into the tube, it'll sit down at the bottom of the reservoir so that the water comes from the bottom. Otherwise, it would just stick up like this all the time. So I took this and just on luck pried it off with a screwdriver. That's a silicone kind of tube, so it was real easy to take off. This whole area was just solid gunk full of minerals, dried minerals. So what I did was I took this little guy here, this paper clip, and I stuck it through this hole. At first it didn't want to go all the way through, but then I just pushed, and then I was able to break through. And also I have this little poker to clean out this little area here, okay? And then when I burst through with this, I took the end of the paper clip and just kind of cleaned it out. So as you can see now, you can actually see through it, which means that water can go through it. So I'm just gonna put this back on, but I did test it without this on. I filled it up. I filled the whole thing all the way with water and it was working. So luckily there's no plug anywhere inside. I couldn't find any other videos because the only videos I saw were from Bissell, and all they did was say, you know, stick something in through here, which I did. Didn't do a thing. Then I discovered this little guy in there. So what I'm gonna do now, just to be safe, is I'm gonna make a little mixture of maybe 10 or 20% vinegar, run that through to clean out anything else that may be stuck in the pipes or whatever, but I kind of doubt it, but I'm doing it just as a precautionary measure. So this helped, and this is what works. So I just figured I'd post this since I haven't seen a solution. All right, so as you can see, it's running steam. I don't know if you can see that, but we got plenty of steam out. A couple other notes: if you run vinegar and water through this, I wouldn't leave that mixture in there because I don't know what it would do to the innards. It may not hurt anything, but I ran it through with vinegar, water. I did a whole thing there. And now I'm running it through with just water. Also, another thing, before when I was cleaning out the end of the ball, you notice there were 2 cross hatches on the ball. I did clean them out, but they're very important to clean out because if the ball is sitting straight downward, okay, it uses the cross hatches to draw water. If they didn't have those and the ball was just facing downward, it wouldn't be able to suck any water from somewhere. So those cross hatches are in there for a reason. And when you clean out the hole, be sure to make sure that if there are any minerals in those, you clean them out too. Otherwise, you'll get not as much water. Hope this helps.